not my boyfriend, but I'm saying that. My friend, he's a friend, and he's also a writer for Impractical Jokers. Just do it. That's right. Okay, we're just doing it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I don't know how it's gonna work or if it's gonna work, but we're gonna do it. All right. Because it's all live at the same time. So when you have a window capture here, window. All right, let me just email him the link. What was that? Do it live. Ugh. Oh, yeah, it feels good. Okay. Sorry. All right, let's go. We're interviewing John Szegula. Hit that like button. When we get to 100 likes, we do 100 jumping jacks. $100 likes, you get 100 jumping jacks. Do you see that? I'm talking to two. Let's see. We gotta go to. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta message him this. Okay, and now we have the Google Meet. Hit that like button. So I don't know if you can see it. Okay, hold on. There it is. Hi, Lewis. Hey, look at us. Hit that like button, everybody. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hey. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. Hey, okay. We're having our guest, John, join us. Oh, wait. Hold on. What's that? Like, oh, is that my window capture? What the hell? Hi guys, hit that like button please. Yeah, get that like button up everybody. What are we doing here? I am going to have myself move here. Don't know what this is. This is like a weird... Yeah, that's is a game capture. Okay. That's my window capture. Double tap that screen, please. All right. So once John Szegula comes in, we're going to have him in. How did I miss the flight for the third time? Wait, what are you talking about? Well, who missed what flight? Jumping jacks rock. Yes, they do. Jumping jacks. All right, John Szegula's coming on any second. That was the wrong... I swear to God, why is it doing that? Okay, that's not what I want to the transform. Let's go, everybody. Hit that like button. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I just don't know why that's... Do you guys see how you can now see your chats? It's pretty cool on the bigger screen. Edit, transform, tap. Let's do 40. No, that's not, I don't like that. Hit that like button, everybody. So he's going to join us in a second. Say hello in the chat, please. Say hello. Hello. Do you hear me? I don't know why I did that. So, reset, transform. See? We want John Szegula to be right here, and then we're going to have him come. Hit that like button, guys. Start thinking of your questions. Put your questions in the chat. I want you to think of what questions you want in the chat. Okay. Let me message him because I don't think he knows to be on here. You should have gotten the link. It's a live stream. It's a live stream. Okay, sorry. Hi. Okay, so we got Now I gotta figure out, too, in the live stream where the other... Oh, here is his. Okay. Hold on. Now I lost myself in my own stream. Where's my webcam? I don't even know where my chat... I have... Wait, I lost myself in the horizontal stream. Hold on, let me go back. Okay. Oh, yeah, I have... I'm live everywhere now, right now. Let's just put it that way. Okay. I'm fixing my vertical stream, too, so that you can see me. You can see me. Yeah, there it is. So, you got John up here, and then you got me here. Okay, perfect. All right, so we are going to go live as soon as with John Szegula. I'm trying to make it a little better, but hi, hit that like button. I want to know what questions you guys want me to ask him since he's been on before. I actually know exactly what I'm going to ask him about with regards to, he had a show in Brooklyn, and I couldn't make it because I was actually doing a show with Greg Stone, who's supposed to be on right now. I'm live everywhere. So I don't know. He's supposed to be joining us any second now. So I'm just waiting for him. So you see it on the top. Hit that like. I remind you of a woodpecker. What the fuck does that mean? That's a weird reminder. Now okay, so chuckle fuckers we call them. I think that's a great question because he has a wife, and like he used to date my friend Liz's sister. Hey, what's up, Keith? Keith is in the house. Keith, hey. Keith, for some reason you're not coming on the other one, but that's okay. Okay, John Szegula is in the house, everybody. You guys ready? I'm so excited! Okay. Hold on. I haven't done this yet because, wait, okay, admit. Hi!
Hey!
Okay, so this is exciting. We have 143 people in the chat right now.
Yo, okay.
So we're doing, I don't know, I just did something with the, hold on, let me go back and fix this.
Yeah, I can't see you.
You can't see me, that's okay. You don't need to see me.
Okay.
I can see
Should I put headphones on, or is this okay?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You're good. Okay, and this is also, like, I'm trying this out. I'm going to flip his image now, Keith. Don't worry. I'm talking to the chat. Welcome. Okay, so I'm just going to fix on my vertical stream, you're showing up wonderfully, and then on my horizontal stream, you're sideways. So I'm going to fix you.
Okay.
All right, so we had a change of plans. I told them all. I made my coffee. I'll drop this link in another live. All right, they're going to also... okay, let's crop the left. Let's see if that works. Okay, here we go. All right, hang on, guys. Hang on. So how are you feeling this morning, John?
I'm good. I've had quite a morning already. Yeah. All good. Woke up earlier than expected, did a bunch of writing for work, had breakfast, fought with the wife, took a shower. It's been productive.
Fought with the wife. Oh no, I hate that.
Yeah, it doesn't happen a lot. It's very rare.
You're a very calm person. You're not Italian, you're Polish, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, I'm always ready to like argue, and I hate that. I don't like that I do that, but
I get there too.
All right, so let's talk about this writing process. You just said that you got up and wrote. So I'm trying to do the get up at 5 a.m. right, even though it hasn't happened. Hang on 1 second. How often do you get up to write early, or is it whatever time you get up?
it's a lot of times I can't, but what I'm realizing more and more is it's not about, I'm more of a night person, but really what gets me writing is a deadline.
Right.
So this writing was actually for work. I had something due at noon, but I knew you and I were going to do this at 10, and I was like, I have to get it done before the Zoom. So that pressure had me up this morning, and I got a bunch of writing done. If I didn't have that deadline and I just woke up early to write, it probably wouldn't have happened.
Okay, well, so then,
Yeah.
all right, so I helped.
Does that make
a little
sense?
bit. Yes, that makes sense, and I'm glad that
That's
I
a very
helped.
ADHD thing.
I am
That I
as
need
well.
that deadline, and that's why like self-imposed deadlines are hard. So I think it's part of the reason I always like trying to collaborate with people because you have somebody to kind of hold you accountable. You know.
The holding accountable thing is huge because I feel like it does help
Yeah.
a lot. Yes. Okay, and so that's why I'm glad you came on virtually because I was like, like I look like a mess right now too. I switched to this is my this is my house. This is my outfit at home. This is like for the live streams to do fitness shit. Oh, you can't see me. That's right.
I still don't see you.
Oh
yeah.
wait, you can't because I can't show my camera because it's my Streamlabs is using it. But you'll see it afterwards. But
Okay.
my listeners can. We have like, and I'm working out the kinks. So with the Streamlabs now that we're having guests on, and it's great because I want it to expand. Like I was saying, John and I use we use the vertical stream in the coffee shop, and if we were squeezing in together on the table. So I want to make it more like it's accessible for everybody, so it's not just like, okay, they're just on a phone filming, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's tough, and I know we were going to do this with somebody else today, and that's what I was thinking. Like, the three of us vertically... 3 of you vertically might work, but... anybody else, it's going to be tricky. I was like, there's no way we're going to fit in the frame.
Well, so, do you feel like... oh, what happened? Hold on, just press something. Hold on, there I this. Okay, so do you feel like the writing accountability is important? Because that, like, for me, if doing it alone is harder to... It's actually more of a... what's the word? Discipline. If you can't do it alone, right? It feels almost as if, like, all right, well, then you don't have the discipline enough, right? And so that's why I've been trying my hardest. Someone just wrote, I just got yelled at by a Christian guy on here. Okay, well, hey. At least he's not Mormon? I don't know.
What's wrong with Mormon?
I don't know. I just watched somebody on Till Tony who was Mormon or was a golden ticket winner, and he was talking about being Mormon, and I just said it out of the fact that it was in my head. So no offense to Mormon people. I love the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
There you go. I have some Mormon friends.
So I'm kidding. I love everyone. The Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints can come in. Is that the same?
Of Latter-day, I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I don't know. That I don't know.
No, that's all right. So, all right, so the writing process, having an accountability partner. How long have you been doing stand-up? I know we talked a little bit about this, but at this point, what year are you in?
20 years.
You're year 20, okay. I'm going on year 10.
I, like, just hit 20. Yeah, it was 2006. I was doing sketch comedy before that. So, I was doing stuff on stage, but with other people. But, yeah, stand-up was 20 years ago.
We're getting someone in the chat saying John Szegula. Who's John Szegula? He's cute.
Beluga. You'll never get it.
Szegula.
No.
Beluga. Saluga.
There you go.
I said it because I'm nervous. I apologize, John. So he's cute. He's married, but Mystery Clown, yes, he is a producer. You're getting some comments in the chat. I will be, this will be able, so you're able to see some of the comments. I'll send you the link. But
okay.
I have mispronounced his name more times than I am embarrassed to say. And
more than you've ever said it right.
More than I've ever said it right. This is horrible. So he's getting a I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna kick. So I said that on the chat earlier. My boyfriend's last initial is S too, so that every time I go to text you, I'm like, for a text, I'm like, oh wait, you'll pop up sometimes. I'm like, oh no, my boyfriend. Or then it's like,
no, I know people always get confused. Even starting this, like, I don't wear my ring at home, and I was like, let me put my ring on because people are always asking if I'm either your boyfriend or your dad when they do
this. So, all right. So you have filming is going on, and your filming schedule within Practical Jokers. You're in season 13.
Yeah.
Okay. And how does that feel? 13 years. I mean, you've been with them 10?
I've been with them 11.
11
years. Not 11 seasons, 11 years.
11 years. That's a huge accomplishment we've talked about. Yeah, I can't imagine being on a television show for 11 years, working on a TV show. That is amazing.
Yeah, I never thought I would. That first of all, that I would be lucky enough to be a part of it that long, but also that the show would go on that long, because everybody always asks, like, how can you still make it? Don't the guys get recognized? You know, all that stuff. And, like, all those things are true, but we keep adapting and keep changing to make it work, you know?
And any memorable moments right now that you can share with us on set that's been like, oh, that's great, that's fun?
Well, talking about getting recognized, we've been using prosthetics more than we ever have. And we put Sal into prosthetics recently for a punishment that I can't say too much more about, but we completely transformed him into another person, and they really did an amazing job.
Wait, that's
I was
awesome.
a little worried about it because, sometimes that stuff, obviously it has to look real for us. But we were able to put him in prosthetics and put him in a location that there's no way it would have worked otherwise. He would have been recognized, and it was so much fun. Really, really fun.
I was going to say, because that's very hard for they're so recognizable now. How do you pull off the joke, right? Like,
there's still so many people that don't know the show.
Good.
In New York, especially when they're on their own, they really do blend in.
That's great.
So, some of these guys, like, working at a pizzeria, you might think he kind of looks like the guy from Jokers, but,
yeah,
isolated, and you don't, there's always the guys in the back that are telling them what to do and laughing and stuff. When you don't hear that, when you're actually interacting with them, there's none of that, So it's like, it isn't as obvious as people think. It's harder to do stuff with, like, big crowds. Because now you're rolling the dice, and it's, you know what I mean? The odds of people in there knowing.
Yeah.
So there's more smaller interactions and one-on-one stuff now. And when we're in those big spaces, yeah, we have to kind of think about costuming and now some prosthetics and stuff, yeah.
I love it. So working with prosthetics, so that's been a really cool part of it. And then when do you wrap filming in August?
Yeah, but the season starts airing Thursday, like in 2 days.
That's so exciting. All right, so in 2 days, tune into Impractical Jokers on TBS, correct?
On TBS, yeah.
And
then eventually it comes to HBO Max. I don't know when, but it'll land there too.
We have a question in the chat. Does John Szegula, fuck. My boyfriend's gonna hear this and be like, you should be ripped apart. Like,
just call me John.
John, I don't know when.
Just give up. Don't even try it anymore.
Well, the chat is writing your last name. Does John have a live stream too? Do you have a live stream?
I don't have a live stream. I used to have a podcast, and I'm only bringing that up. We did that for over a decade, but my friend Chris Sorrentino and I did a podcast called Super Live Adventure, and we're actually doing a reunion special August 8th on Staten Island. It's a free show at 6 o'clock at JHU Comics. It's a comic book store on Staten Island where we used to do shows every now and then. So it'll be very, very fun to bring that back for a night, and we'll be releasing that, everywhere.
So that's August 8th at, what was the name again of the comic shop?
JHU Comics on Staten Island. JHU
Comics on Staten Island. Free. Number one. That's amazing. Also,
it's fun. It's like a BYOB situation. Just come hang out in a comic book shop after hours, and we're going to do a podcast and drink beers and mess around, yeah.
And also, I'm going to just suggest you should go live. Right? Shouldn't he? Because then he could do the podcast and live, and like I just think you're sitting on a gold mine there.
Maybe. I'm an old man that I don't want to do anything. That's the. I don't like being on camera. I've told you this. Something I have to get over. But yeah, I really even stand up. Like I don't post clips. You can't see me do stand up anywhere. It's not smart, but that's who I am.
Neither is saying your guest's name wrong over and over again. But
that's right. No, you want to see me? You got to come out.
Yes.
That's the
come
deal.
Out.
Live entertainment.
Yes, live. Okay. Now
no clips. I'm not giving it away. That's it. You got to come out.
Wait. I want to ask you about the Kill Tony stuff before we, because we're also going to put a link to where we can also go to your Instagram and stay tuned with the August 8th and your books, and also you had a show in Brooklyn. That I didn't make. This is what I wanted to talk about with you and Greg. I didn't make that show because I got booked on another show that Greg. We were on the same show together, and it was an experience. It was a party that was it was a swingers party. It was a weed swingers party, and it was crazy. There was a woman with a baby rolling around. And we couldn't, I went right before Greg, which I was, super pumped up about. And I had a good set that night, which I was very grateful for because I was very nervous. I'm like, I don't do any drugs. I barely take Motrin sometimes for a headache, and that's it. But it was ended up being a really good show. But all of us were like, where the fuck are we?
Yeah.
And you
I love shows like that, though.
Yeah, the shows like that are what actually make you, I feel like, a stronger comic. So, do you have let's talk about your show that night, where you were in Brooklyn that night, and you were performing a piece from your book, right?
No, actually, that was we did do a reading of the book in November, but the show you're talking about we did a month ago at Industry City in the Tom Kane Theater, and it was a new show that I'd like to do as more of a regular thing. It was called Not Okay, and the whole premise of the show is, and eventually I want to bring in guests, where comics, other performers, artists, people basically come with things that they were a part of or things that they made in their past that really would not be considered okay by today's standards, not politically correct, whatever. We all have stuff like that. But a lot of this stuff is still really funny, even though it's really not okay. That's the whole premise of the show. So it's a safe space where the audience understands that, and it's pulling up all this stuff. So my friend Chris and I, we ended up showing a movie that we put on Staten Island Public Access.
Yes.
Back in I think it was 1997. And it got banned from public access and had not been shown again since. So it was really crazy to go back and show this thing that we made together, 29 years ago.
Wow.
And as well as a bunch of other stuff. So it's a really fun format for a show. I want to do more and bring people into it. Yeah.
All right. So I apologize because I knew there was some kind of piece there in addition to the show that was. I remember looking at it and I was like, all right, I want to come support. And I didn't get a chance to text you before I found out. They're giving me a spot on the show.
Yeah, it's all good. You got to take those spots.
You got to take the spots. So actually, that's all right. So if we got a couple more minutes, if that's okay with you, to ask some of these questions that are industry related, connecting to when you get let's say you're going to see a show of a comic, you really, we support each other, or you're like, oh, I want to be able to work with this person, but then you get a spot on a show. Does it look bad if you don't show up because you got a spot? Or do you not take the spot? How did that? Or does it matter where is the spot? Like if it's on Eastern Long Island and you're going to see Chris DiStefano because he invited you, that's a little different. Do you see what I'm saying? Is it all subjective?
Yeah, I don't think I don't think another comic is ever going to get mad at you for performing elsewhere. You know what I mean? We all get that. So that's just a personal choice of what you want to do, what's more important to you, what's more beneficial to you, you know what I mean? But we're all just trying to get out there. So yeah, I don't think anybody would ever. That's the best excuse a comic can hear, right?
Right.
It's just I got another gig.
So if you get the gig, more than likely you should take it, unless it's something where you're like, oh, this is going to be the networking opportunity of a lifetime. That yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got, all right, I want to throw out an experience I had this weekend. I almost got stuck in Toronto. I did get stuck in Toronto, but not overnight, thank God. I had a show Saturday night. I was flying out of Toronto Saturday afternoon, and all the flights got canceled, delayed because of the rain. And then I was almost going to have to not be able to come home till Sunday night, even Monday.
Wow.
And I had a show at New York Comedy Club in Stamford, and I was like, oh my God, I can't miss that opportunity that if I get spots there, I hope leads to city spots. And I was like, if I have to message her and like tell her that I'm stuck in Toronto, people, in my head, I think people just don't care. Like, not that they don't care, but they're like, too bad, there's someone else waiting to fill your spot. Thankfully, I got home in time. Thank God. I got home in time, so I never had to message the booker or anything. But what is your thought process if you get stuck in travel and you have to miss a gig? Do you think the booker, will just kind of put you to the back of the line? Or what do you think?
It depends on the booker, but I think for the most part, you are not the first or only comic calling because your flight got delayed. It's such a thing. I think you ask any performer, anybody who's on the road or anything, and trying to book all these things close together. It's just one of those things that happens, and it's beyond your control. And I think, it wasn't a surprise that there were issues with the weather and stuff this week. So like, I don't think that's a problem at all.
Yeah, I just have, I guess, bad, like, thoughts in my head of, like, oh, I miss, that things will happen.
Sure. Yeah, I would also. So, it's easy for me to tell you it's not a problem, and if it were me, I'd be like, oh, Jesus Christ, is this person ever going to book me again? Yeah, so I get it.
It's kind of like that mentality of, like, will I lose my spot forever? But then I started to think to myself, at the end of the day, it's just you can't control certain things. You can only do your best, right? Like,
no, and it's the nature of the business. I mean, anybody who owns a club that's bringing in comics from around the country and stuff, that's just part of it,
Yeah. All right, so I think the final one I thought of too is, when I was when I was on the road this week, and I've had this happen in New York and Jersey and other places, but I experienced it again for the first time in a while, the bumping up or bumping out when your number is like, let's say you're 6 in the lineup and you kept getting bumped. How do you feel about that when you get bumped for, like, oh, they don't go with the lineup? Frustrated or part of the biz?
It's part of it. I'm fine with it now. It used to really throw me when I'd be more anxious about getting up there to begin with, because I would really be mentally preparing to go. So if you tell me I'm up third or I'm and then that changes, it used to mess with me more, but now it's happened so much that you just kind of know. I've gone to shows where I was asked if I could do a few minutes up top, and I get there and they're like, can you headline? And it's nerve-wracking, but it's happened enough now where I almost expect it.
Yeah, so that's a great, okay, so it's part of it. 20 years in, 10 years, and I mean, I said to myself, this is part of the business. When I first started, I used to hate it because my daughter was smaller, and I'd be like, oh my God, I have to get home to my kid. And then now I'm like, nobody cares, Michelle, you gotta just stick it out. And like, but I also, it would be, it's just, I think deep down I still get a little frustrated with it, but like, it is what it is.
I mean, you can also stand up for yourself. Like, if you got to go because you got a kid or whatever, there's also times where you can just be like, I have to go now, and I have to be out by this time. You can put your foot down, but it's going to happen all the time. Stand-ups we're all a little crazy. We all have issues, so we're all, like, late for stuff, and you know what I mean? And that's a big part of the reason why it happens, Whoever's supposed to be performing just isn't there yet.
Right.
And somebody's it's not fun to produce a show like that either. You never want to like mix the line up that much, but it happens.
Have you gone down to Austin?
I have not.
Okay. I went down a couple months ago, April, and I did Divorce Diaries at Fallout Theater. I enjoyed it. I got on the banana phone mic at Creaking Cave.
Nice.
And then I tried... Oh, thank you so much for subscribing. We got a subscriber, Randy. And then also I tried for Kill Tony. I think we talked about this. You have a show on August 8th, but will you sign up for Kill Tony on August 7th? Or you feel like that's...
It's so off my radar.
Yes.
The only thing I see of Kill Tony, or anytime a friend of mine is involved with it, I'll see a clip on social media, but it's not even something I watch.
Yes.
Not a Tony Hinchcliffe guy to begin with.
I know you're saying.
So it's like, it's so funny because I know so many people see that as like the thing, and I'm like, it almost doesn't exist in my reality.
Yeah.
I don't know, and it's I honestly, I've never seen more than a clip of it. It's certainly really easy to sit down and judge somebody else doing stand-up. So I don't respect it all that much.
So I'm just trying every opportunity I can to put myself out there on any platform and
of
be
course,
prepared.
as you should. And I'm not saying I would shy away from it either. You do what you have to do. Yeah.
But you have a growing, like, you already are on an established show, so like I get it, you know. And it's like
I'm on an established show, but I'm not established, and I'm on the show a lot, and people see me a lot, but that doesn't equal followers or ticket sales, especially because I write for the show, so I am a comedian, but the average person watching it just sees me appear playing the straight man in a scene. No one is thinking that I came up with the concept that is actually happening. Mm-hmm. So I have done a really terrible job of helping people connect those dots to be like, hey, I'm a writer on this. I perform comedy. You can come see me. You know, You've
done a good job. You're on my live stream for the third time. You're the world's
I'm trying
record.
To be better. I'm trying to say yes to things. But no, I mean, the show has been amazing for me. I realize this stuff it's not enough to just do that. It doesn't happen automatically. I have to get out there, and more than anything, I'm trying to build up a mailing list because I wish I had been doing it for years because I don't want to rely on any of these platforms that can change things, that depend on an algorithm that can just go away. I want email addresses where I can just message people directly with what's going on. You know?
Do you have since I know you can't see me, but do you have access right now where you could put your link in the chat and then I can share it with my...
Oh, maybe. I'm not in the chat now.
No, but you don't need to be in the chat. All you need to do is on the Google Meet link that you're on, you put it in the chat for me and I could share it with my...
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
99 people watching on the vertical. The horizontal, you can't see it. It's a little bit slower, but we can share that with them.
Well, I'll just put it... I mean, my website, you could sign up for the mailing list. You can see what shows I have going on.
We got John...
John...
Here we go. Okay.
Take your time.
John... I'm not fucking saying it anymore. I'm not doing it.
It's johnszegula.com, but it's not easy to spell. It's Zeluga.
You know I'm not going to fuck it up again and make a fool of myself. All right, so let's go through where we can... Let me grab my other... I have multiple production things lined up so I can easily put it into the chat. Tell everybody where... just again, the next show, the next place we can see you at, besides Thursday, Thursday is the first episode.
Thursday's the first episode. I don't think I'm in that episode. I'll be in the second episode the following week.
Okay. I
will certainly make an appearance there. And then I have that podcast show on Staten Island.
And it's August 8th
at JHU Comics on Staten Island. It's a 6 p.m. show, so it's an early show. But if you're a parent like myself, it's nice. 6 o'clock show is not bad.
And you can meet John, you can talk to him, you can tell him to, you know, what ideas you have. I'm just kidding. You can say his name right, okay? You say his name right, like me, and no, I will. Here we go. We're putting it right in the link for everybody and sign up for his mailing list.
Please.
Right here. Okay?
Thank you. I don't send a lot out. I don't send anything unless I really have something to tell people about, you know?
Thank you so much for joining again. Yeah, you're the...
Thank you.
We're going to have a special name for you being the guest that's had the most appearances on Michele Traina's live stream. Because now
nice.
just call it the Michele Traina live stream. I changed it to Divorce Diaries. I just went, expanding my horizons past divorce.
I like that.
Guys, thank you so much, John, for joining. You're the best. We're going to do again with Greg next week. So
Greg Stone, everybody. I'm a fan. People should look him up if they haven't.
Yes, I've been talking about the both of you all week on the stream and how we're going to do a fun... and I think that growing out to have more guests on the channels would be great. Eventually, I do jumping jacks and coffee, and eventually I'd like to have a space where I invite the comics to do those things with me on the stream. I have, but we'll figure that one out at some point. But yeah.
I love it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, John.
Thanks, Michelle. Take care.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
You too. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So now I know that with the dual streams going on, the people on this stream is not seeing John's. They didn't see him because I just noticed that. But I just wanted to keep going with it, and some of you were able to see both. I'm still staying on for a little bit, so you don't have to get off. But wow, I really feel like this is what makes me. I'm gonna get off of that. Thank you. I just want to shout out Oki Grower for trying to help me with the live link with everything. I appreciate you. I will get all of this worked out and figure out how to do it properly so there is not multiple... I'm trying to delete this, guys. Okay, here we go. Let me open the web browser up. I don't know why it's making me sign into this thing. Sign in. How do I delete this guy's message? This guy's message is weird. Okay, go to remove. Okay, we removed it. Okay, got it. So I have to figure out how what we just did translates just to one stream because it is you can see when you're streaming on hi Joe when you're streaming on both. Yeah, see, something positive happened from that though, so I'm going to keep it moving. When you're streaming on both things, oh no, you can see it. 36 people were watching. That's pretty freaking cool. I just got to figure it out, and we'll figure it out. It's all good. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I mean, if I look on if there's 3 live streams on my channel right now, so it's a little confusing because I was trying to just all have it one, but that's okay. So, it's fine. Yeah, that's crazy. So it's still showing post-show debrief, which is so bizarre because that's not what I put in the stream thing, but it's all right. I got to work out the kinks, but I wanted to. This is just the start. We're gonna have more interviews like that and on location, and I want to figure out, that to me is so much. I just love interviewing and getting the hosting part of me, and just connecting with people and their stories. I love it. So I think so John's got a definitely interesting perspective about when it comes to how you navigate the comedy industry and how his process is very different than mine. Although I will say the writing part very similar. We have to write every day. If we don't, then you're not getting better. Personally, thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to wake up late. Good morning. Good morning to you. Yeah, so I just
Morning.
Okay,
It's
sorry.
great to wake up late. Good morning.
No, don't do that, Michelle. I'm just looking and seeing something, how it is different from here to here, and why it doesn't show. I guess what you could do also is just, once it's done, you could delete. So there's 1 watching in the post-show debrief, 28 watching on that one. Very interesting. So, if I'm gonna, okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end this